The Grade 2 Durban Golden Horseshoe, over 1,400 metres on the turf course at Hollywood Bets Greyville, will showcase 14 of the best 2-year-olds in South Africa. Whilst supporters come for Gimme Another Chance, race conditions make it competitive. Let's start at the top of the boards. The Mike de Kock-trained Gimmeanotherchance has won 2 from 4, including the Sharks Gatecrasher Stakes, over the same course and distance.
Gimme Another Chance, striking fear into the heart of the opposition.
He's doing very well. He's a nice horse with, a draw to overcome.
Is this a competitive field, in your opinion?
Well, it's not as competitive as it should be because there's a sales race on the day which has taken away 2 or 3 really smart juveniles from the race.
How do you rate Gimme Another Chance compared to other youngsters that have come through your hands?
I think he's a top-class horse.
Winner on debut is the Roy Magner-trained Guy Gibson. He's shown his class in his 3 runs to date.
Guy Gibson's going to grab Jerusalem Rain.
Guy Gibson, his last run at Scottsville was a very good run, running 3rd. He did get quite badly interfered with that day, and on Saturday he has the services of Christophe Soumillon. It should be very interesting. He's nicely drawn at 5. His prep has gone extremely well. He'll also travel down to Summerveld on Friday and race at Greyville on Saturday.
Sandringham Summit is a half-brother to Grade 1 winner and now sire, Eden Roc. Trained by David Nieuwenhuizen, Sandringham Summit's won once and placed twice in his 3 starts to date.
To learn, a lot to look forward to. Sandringham Summit beats Barbaresco.
He's a very promising 2-year-old colt. He's a lovely horse to work with. He's still maturing. He'll be a better 3-year-old. His preparation has gone well for the Golden Horseshoe. Calvin Abebe has come to do work. Very happy with the work. He's out of a mare, Townsend, who won up to a mile, and the brother, Eden Roc, won up to 14. I don't expect the distance to be a problem. I actually think it'll suit. He's in with a lively and competitive chance. I'm expecting a top run from him.
Here comes the cavalry with Hawkbull.
The Lucky Hoodolakis-trained Hawkbull has won once and placed 3 times in his 4 starts. Craig Zaki has partnered him each time and is back in the irons again.
Hawkbull, he's got the ability, that's for sure. He's very mature and he still doesn't know how to race 100%. He's a very, very laid-back 2-year-old and he can hit a flat spot, but he's done nothing wrong in his career. He loved the step up to the 14 last time, and I think he'll travel here well and give a good account of himself.
Golden Tatiana has not missed the frame in all 6 of her starts for trainer Glenn Kotzen. The Grade 1 placed filly takes her chances against the colts, leaving her stable companion Raskova to contest the Grade 2 Zulu Kingdom Explorer Golden Slipper for fillies.
Golden Tatiana lasts long enough from Gimme Lightning. Look, she's beaten the colts twice, so it's not that I wanted to split the 2 fillies, but they have bumped each other and they've beaten each other before. But the draw is worth a few lengths at Greyville, so I put them in. Obviously Jill nominated them, and she drew better against the colts. And when I actually looked at the colts race, I thought, maybe it might be an easier race. We're not taking on TRex, and there's a couple of other really smart fillies. If she brings her form where she beats the colts back, she'll be a runner. She's by Erupt again, should get the trip, although she's exceptionally quick. Striker Stratum gets a ride. He's a great judge of pace. I think from a favourable draw, if he can get switch off and switch on really quickly, like she can turn it on with that short Greyville straight, she's going to be very effective.
Stable companion to Guy Gibson is the 1-time winner Majestic Touch. Muzi Yeni, who's ridden him in both his starts, partners him again.
Majestic Touch beat Jordan.
He's a very smart horse. I just hope he doesn't get caught out to the experience. He's very lightly raced. Some of the horses are coming with 4 or 5 runs. He's very lightly raced and it's a tight track. But in terms of abilities, he's got the class to run a very bold race. Just hoping for luck in running.
Majestic Touch, not too well drawn at 8. He has just won his maiden, but he's come along beautifully from that run. He'll travel down on Friday to Summerveld and race at Greyville on the Saturday. We're expecting a good run. His work has definitely improved.
Fire and Flames got 3 or 4 lengths to spare at the 200.
Querbus Roo sends out deal winner Fire and Flames.
Pure Predator, but Fire and Flames going to show them flames today to win going away.
Fire and Flames in a very good space. His preparation went well, all according to plan. Drawn exceptionally bad. Hopefully the Cox horse, the 13 drawn horse, can give us a good lead into the last 400. He is looking well and should contest the finish. Hopefully a good day for us.
Winter Games won his second outing to the track for trainer Mike Miller, before running second to Gimmeanotherchance in the Sharks Gatecrasher Stakes a month ago.
Yeah, Winter Games is a beautiful horse, lovely big black horse, and he's working really, really well. He's come on a lot from that last run. Perfect draw, Tristan knows him well, and I see a huge run from him on Saturday. I really, the way he's been working, I'd be very disappointed if he's not right there.
Also coming out of the Sharks Gatecrasher Stakes is 4th placed finisher Kugel. He's trained by Peter Muscat.
He's actually evolving into a lovely horse. He's a late foal, and he's just getting stronger and stronger as the weeks go by. He did need his last run slightly. I eased off him after he won his maiden, so he was in need of the outing. But more particularly, the race, in my opinion, was run at a very pedestrian gallop early. He was drawn out a bit deep, so we elected to take a sit on him, which didn't really pan out in his favour. They walked up front. Okay. The first and second horse turning in ran first and second in the race. But he did run on very well from off the pace, and he shouldn't have probably got as close as he did.
You know, last time we tried something different, and I gave him a bit of a chance, and he sort of travelled a little bit, but he doesn't quicken.
I think Saturday's race is a whole different complexion. The favourite is drawn out deep, so he's either going to have to work hard to get there, or he's going to have to take a sit. I think we'll be positive in case there's not any genuine tempo early. Yeah. He is drawn a bit awkwardly, but he's got great natural gate speed, so he should get across without spending too much petrol.
July Day, I'm hoping they give me no instructions. I ride my own race from that draw, and I'm expecting a nice run. I really think he's a nice horse, and I'm hoping for the best.
If he reproduces his gallop and his work in the lead-up, I think he's going to be right there.
The Vaughan Marshall-trained Fibonacci broke his maiden on his 4th outing to the track.
But it's Fibonacci from Aberdeen.
Yeah, he's very well in himself, you know, but he's taking a huge step up, and unfortunately with a wider straw, it's not in his favour. But I think he's up to it, and I'm hoping that he runs into the money. His work has been terribly good at home. Unfortunately, we had to scratch him the other day and with a touch of colic, but he got through it well, and we're very hopeful.
But it's number 2, Ermelo, and
Doug Campbell sends out Ermelo, who's found the frame in all 4 of his starts, winning 2. Rachel Veneker is back in the irons, having partnered him last time out.
Yes, I mean, he ran an absolute cracker there. He was flying on at the finish. He's really improved a lot. I galloped him the other day, and he's really well in himself. And I think he's quite a classy individual. And you know, Mr. Campbell's done a great job. He's had 2 wins with him so far, going for the 3rd. So I'm expecting a nice run. The draw, however, is a bit of a concern. But you know, we'll see what sort of happens on the day with tactics. But I think he'll be running a very good race there.
The Cornet Spies-trained Captain Warro has come close to winning, only to be denied on the line.
He's really well and ran a very, very nice second on the in the week over 1200, so I think that would have been a very nice gallop for him going into the Golden Horseshoe. Obviously he won't be one of the favourites. He's still knocking to break his maiden, but he's a decent sort, and I think the guys that play, you know, bigger quartets and more adventurers, add him in, he might just pop his nose in there and make it pay.
TRex has placed in 3 of his 4 runs. He's the first of Com Naidu's coupling in the race.
TRex, he had a run last Saturday, a bit disappointing, expected a bit more from him, but the jock said that he was hanging quite badly, So we've changed the bit on him, we've put a ring bit on him. He also is another nice horse who's had decent form, and I think he'll be looking for the step up and trip, who could also find himself in the back end of quartets.
From the same stable comes Andy Kugel, who placed in a maiden juvenile plate at the second time of asking.
He had a small break after his 2 runs. He's doing exceptionally well in himself. He had a gallop on Monday, took his gallop well. His form is not bad. He ran a decent race in his second start. It's quite a competitive field. Cabello knows him well and expecting him to run a forward race, at least run into the money.
I think it's quite a strong field.
Especially the horse of Mike de Kock's. But then now he was drawn 1 last time, and now he's drawn 12, 13, I think it is. So it makes it difficult for him.
But you know, these baby races are always open. They're slightly undiscovered, and they've got form behind them, but you only wait and see on the day, and the improvement comes at different stages for all the 2-year-olds.